Hi Oran, and welcome back to some more Sid Meier's Colonization. So, we picked up some tools from Europe and also an expert lumberjack. I'm going to drop him off here, and we also need 80 tools to finish the lumber mill. Because I almost finished the lumber mill, I just didn't have the 80 tools needed. Wait, what? Spain wants to declare war on the natives. No, sorry, I'm not interested. I only have one soldier, that's one thing. And I'm friendly with the natives. I'm not interested in going to war with them. Anyway, let's join the settlement with the lumberjack, and we'll move 80 tools. And I'll move the other 20 tools to New Amsterdam, because that's where we'll need them. And now the lumberjack will work on the lumber, obviously. And maybe you should move one guy to the schoolhouse. We can get an expert fisherman, master fur trader, or master weaver. I wouldn't mind another expert fisherman. We can always send expert fishermen to our other settlements. So that works. And we should also start working on gathering furs, because I do have master fur trader in here, but I need to build up a bit of a stockpile of fur, otherwise this will not be very efficient. Okay, so now we can switch to lumber mill, which was somewhere around here. Yep, right here. Okay then. And I might also get a dry dock in this town. We'll see about that. I wouldn't mind having more than one. And we got another free colonist. Let's just join the settlement for now. And he could work on food, actually. On the fish, right here. 22 turns for growth. Yeah, that's better than 40. He can work on that. Alright then, also, warehouse is almost finished. Here. And we can work on the dock, because we do have one sea-based resource. Now let's go to New Amsterdam. And here's another colonist. I could actually send him west to start another settlement over there. And turn him into an expert farmer on the way. That is not a bad idea, actually. Here's the dry dock. So now we have a few options. We can get a caravel, which is just 100 production. We can get a merchantman, which is 200 production but also 60 tools. We could get a privateer, which is a special type of ship, which can raid enemy vessels. But that requires 100 guns, so I'll pass on that. And there's also a galleon, which requires 100 tools. I could actually get a galleon, because I got 54 tools in here already, I got 20 more coming on my ship, and I'm producing tools inside the settlement as well. So we could get a galleon, it's just that it would take a pretty long time. So I think we are better off with a second merchantman for now. Yeah, it has 4 cargo space. It's good enough. Merchantman it is then. And I really need more than one ship at this point. As for you, well, there are some natives nearby. We could go and visit them real quick. See what they have to offer. Let's just do that. You will turn into an expert farmer, and then he can start a settlement to the west. I could maybe even start a settlement here and pay for the land. We'll see. Expert farmer. And drop the tools in New Amsterdam. That's 77 tools. Can we take something with us? I think I'll just take the tobacco. Yep, I don't have the time to turn that into cigars in here. And I'll take cotton as well. It's always some money. Good enough for me. Okay then. Might as well just go back to Europe now. Yep. And how's our island settlement doing? Down here. Let's take a look. We are working on tools at the moment. We have ore, actually... kind of. I'm only getting +2 from the city square. So let's work on gathering some ore elsewhere. I could also improve some of these tiles. I do have enough tools for a pioneer. Let's just send the blacksmith or whatever. Yeah, okay, let's just send him for now. He will be a pioneer, and we probably want at least one mine. I would say so, yeah. So right here, that will be the mine. Sounds reasonable. It will take a while, but it's not that bad. Right here. It will remove the light forest, which I'm okay with. Let me check the tiles yet again. Yeah, this is actually fine. I do think this is the best tile for it, because it doesn't have any other good yield. Yep, mine it is then. That will take 12 turns and it will cost us 20 gold. Works for me. As for the colonist, wait, what was he going to do? Oh yeah, that's the pioneer, he just finished improving the tile. Right. Let's get some more improvements then. I could actually use a mine right here. Sounds good, and let's go to Europe. Drop off the resources and maybe we'll pick up another colonist in Europe. Here's yet another colonist. And let's check the natives. We should maybe send him to our new settlement right here, because it only has one colonist inside. I could wait for graduation, or I could just send a guy. Oh yeah, there's the lumber mill, so now we will be getting more production. I don't quite have a specialist to work in it, but I'm sure we'll get one eventually. So we are gathering 12 lumber, and with 2 dudes we can get 13 production. And Armory is almost done. That will be our first Armory, actually. Which means we'll be able to convert tools into guns. I will definitely need guns. It's also required to train cannons and artillery. Anyway. Lumberjack, fisherman, fur trader, weaver. Okay, let's keep him in the church for now. Wait for the other guy to graduate. Wait, no. Let's send him to that new settlement. So he will be a colonist and he will move over to the other settlement, right here. Yep. Do we have a tobacco planter in here? We do not, so I could turn him into a tobacco planter and then we can work the tobacco in here. That is not a bad idea. Maybe not immediately, but eventually. Now, there's the armory. What do we want next? Maybe a fort, maybe a dry dock. I will need tools for the dry dock, which means I'll have to bring them from somewhere else. What can we do without tools right now? Magazine. Okay. 50 tools. We could get the fort. No, that also requires tools. Yeah, pretty much everything requires tools at this point, with the exception of the wagon train, which I do not need. Only 20 tools for the printing press. Okay. Warehouse expansion, also 20 turns. I could get some points for the founding fathers. That's an option. Okay, let's build something that requires tools. Question is what? Printing press is not a bad idea, because I'll definitely want that eventually. What about college? 50 tools needed. Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's build a college in here. I'll just have to bring some tools from Europe. Well, we are heading to Europe right now, so that's what we'll do. We have the money. Ask to speak with the chief. Expert fisherman. Yeah, definitely, I want to be an expert fisherman. There we go, very nice. And we'll use him right away. There's the pioneer, so this should be a mine, right? Let me check other yields. Yeah, this should definitely be a mine. Alright then, build a mine. There's the farmer, he can start another settlement. I might even pay the natives for the land. And yes, I can see we got limited storage capacity. Well, that's just from the city square. Not much I can do about that except build an extended warehouse or send a ship. We are working on a ship, so I mean, it's coming. Also, we have enough lumber to get some production now, to speed up that church. How's that ship coming along? Let's see. Yeah, I'll have to speed that up a little bit. Let's see. We need more than that, way more than that. I think tools can wait. Here, +7. We still have enough lumber. But let's reassign one guy to lumber. Here you go, +7. How's our food? It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I don't have to keep this guy here. Otherwise we'll be at -1. We do not want to be at -1. 27 turns for the merchantman is more reasonable now. Alright. So, that's the colonist. Let's turn him into expert tobacco planter. And we'll see how much we'll have to pay to settle right here. Sell all of that. There's a lumberjack available. I think I'll grab him. How much do we have to pay? 1700. That's a little bit much. Yeah, that's a little bit too much just to get this tile right here. We could settle slightly further to the west. They shouldn't be as upset about that. And we'll still have the cotton in range, so I think that's fine. That's a pioneer, so we can continue improvements. Probably not a bad idea. What are we working currently? Just one land tile at the moment. How about we get food from that? Yeah, that will speed up our growth. Alright then. So... Right, this guy was supposed to be an expert tobacco planter. And we'll send him west. Converted native. Oh yeah, nice. We can get converted natives because we sent a missionary to the nearby native village. Right, I will definitely use him, for sure. This is actually quite convenient. I need more people in New Amsterdam. Oh, I didn't send the ship back to the colonies. Whoops. My bad. Do we buy the tools? I need tools. Let's buy the tools then. I'll just buy 100, it's fine. 615 gold to hurry an expert lumberjack. Or we can just keep getting crosses. Yeah, let's just go back to Europe. I mean, not Europe, colonies. I'll just have to assign someone to get the crosses right here. We are almost done with this guy's education. We need 3 more turns for that. Okay, sounds good. And the college will require 50 tools. So 50 tools for that city and 50 tools for some other city, I guess. For New Amsterdam, for example. Right, expert fisherman will go back, obviously. And that's the pioneer. Let's improve something. Maybe that Django? Not quite sure what I can get on a Django tile. I guess we can find out. There, we didn't have to pay for this one. Let's take a look. Yep, he will get some decent amount of food. And we'll open with a warehouse as usual. Okay then, I got quite a few settlements now. What can we do here? We can remove the Django. We can get a lodge, which is +1 lumber. This is my best lumber tile for this town anyway, so let's build a lodge. That seems reasonable. There's the converted native. Can we check what penalties he has? No, I don't want to rename a unit. Let's just join the settlement real quick. So, alright, he's good at gathering, but not at production, if I remember correctly. What about his fish output? Okay, slightly higher, +8. And we can move the servant to do something else. Like, get lumber, get cotton. We can send him to get food, we can get furs. We can also get more ore, but we are already getting +3. How about we make some more tools? Hold on. Yeah, he won't be as good in production, unfortunately. So I have to work someone who will be less efficient if I want to produce tools and also have 2 people at the carpenter's shop. There's no other option. Might be best to just keep him gathering cotton. Yeah, let's just do that. That's fine. And this town will not really be growing anymore on its own, unless I reassign people to food, which I will not be doing. Not right now anyway. But 23 more turns to get the merchantman. We need that. And more tobacco, thanks. Yeah, I need that merchantman badly. Here's our guy. So he's carrying tolls. We need 50 tolls for the college. Let's do that. And I could move the other tolls to some other town. You know, to be able to get more advanced buildings in other towns. Choose your specialty. So, I think I'll just take expert fisherman. Can't go wrong with that, right? I can move him to Fort Nassau. My ship is literally already here. So I can use the ship to move him. There's the dock. So, stockade. We want a stockade in every single settlement we have. So, might as well queue that up. Alright, let's drop the tolls. That's going to be 50. 50. And we'll pick up the fisherman guy. There you go. We'll move him to Fort Nassau or so. Lumber in here is fine. Yeah, we are using same amount as we are producing. Apparently. Okay. So, let's go to Fort Nassau. And we might want to pick up some resources from other towns. Because my warehouses are almost full. Or they are literally full in some cases. This fella, hold on, this is not where he should be. Because we don't really have any fish in here, okay? Back you go then. 30 turns. Okay, still working on the church. Yeah, we are going to New Holland, I guess. I do not have a fisherman in here, so that will work. Off you go then. And drop off the other fisherman at Fort Nassau. Yep, we can definitely use one here. Now, where do we drop the tolls? That's a good question. Hold on, let's move them around first. Here you go. I think... Hold on, what's the criminal's output? +7 from the fish, yeah, okay. Expert farmer. I could move the expert farmer elsewhere. He's not super useful in this town. Yeah, he can get 5 food from this tile, but he can get heck of a lot more from a tile with better food output. So let's just move him elsewhere. This town will get another citizen soon anyway, or rather colonist. We can also pick up the codes while we're here. 25 codes will be worth quite a lot of money. And we will keep producing them. Okay, I might actually move tolls here to Recife. It's not a bad idea. Well, hold on, no, this town can produce tolls itself. We should move them somewhere where we can have decent production output, but also cannot easily produce tolls. So any town with decent lumber tires, like this one, this would be reasonable. There's no ore, which means I cannot easily produce tolls in here. Yeah, okay, let's move tolls to this one. And we can pick up some resources from there. We still got one farmer on board. I'll just drop him somewhere. We can drop him here. There's already a farmer here. +6 and +6. Yeah, I think I'll drop him here. Because there are no sea-based resources in this town. So it could use another expert farmer, actually. Okay, so now the natives want us to declare war on Spain. I'm not really prepared to declare war on Spain, and also Spain seems to be the second most powerful AI at the moment. I cannot afford that right now. No, I can't. We might want to start producing guns at some point, however, because it's pretty obvious I'll have to go to war with someone sooner or later. Or at least it's very likely someone will attack me sooner or later. There's the colonist in Fort Nassau, let's just join it. And do something productive. Like, we could work on Liberty Bells. Because I haven't really been working on that. Yep, let's do that then. And... not dropping anything here. And I'm not picking anything up. Well, other than the farmer. Here you go. 15 turns for growth, that's better. And New Holland got more population now. Which one is that? This one. That's the fisherman and there's the colonist. Now we can do something productive in New Holland. So, fishermen will work on the fish, obviously. That's already enough food. And then... let's see, let's finish that stockade a little bit faster. I could use a lumberjack in here. Yeah, this is actually fine. +4 will do. Okay. Is that the city with the guns? Yes. And we have a guy with some promotions. Yeah, this guy. He has settlement defense. So if I'll need a soldier for defense, I can turn that guy into a soldier with some promotions. There's the tobacco planter, so we could just work on the tobacco right away. We are still getting enough food for some growth, so might as well do that. Actually, it's almost full. We could work on cigars. Yeah, actually, it's better if we work on cigars. Or we can get some ore to then turn it into tools. Tools will be super important in the long run, so let's just work on the tools. Tools are needed for so many things. There's the church. Okay then. So next up, probably stockade. Again, we need a stockade basically everywhere. And you are losing goods. Yes, I'm aware I'm losing goods. Let's see. New Amsterdam is running out of storage for ore. Yes, yes, one thing at a time. We just finished the mine. Let's hand him back in. And actually do something in here. What's the problem? Yeah, ore is the problem, so now we should start working on tools. That guy can work on tools, he just needs to rejoin. How's that merchantman coming along? 17 more turns. Well, we're working on it. And what about the guy? Hold on, in the schoolhouse? Don't have anyone at the schoolhouse at the moment. We can send one. So, lumberjack, fisherman, fur trader, weaver. I could pay for a lumberjack and send him elsewhere. We are also about to finish the college. Let's maybe finish the college and then we can check how that's going to change things. So if we assign him now... Okay, he will graduate faster in 7 turns. Okay. We are also about to grow. So we could assign 2 once we grow. Cannon. Right, I don't have any tools left, do I? Nope. What do we work on then? Is there anything left that doesn't require tools? I don't think so. Everything requires tools. Which I can move from other cities, but still. I could start building a warehouse expansion, which only requires 20. Let's actually build the printing press. I'll have to wait to deliver the tools, but that's fine. Once I deliver the tools, it will be completed instantly. There's the mine, that's finished now. What's going on in here? Yeah, we need to work on the tools. Let's send him back in, and he can work on the tools. Same with this fella. 17 turns for growth. No, let's make some tools. And he's a blacksmith, so that's literally his job. That's going to be +6 per turn. And the warehouse will be done in 11. Okay. I'll probably want to build an armory here. It's a nice out-of-the-way settlement. Yep, our tax is getting increased. I still want to be able to trade tobacco, so I suppose I will accept the tax increase. Let's pick up some resources from New Holland. I'll just grab the cotton. We'll drop the tools here. Yeah, we might as well pick up all the cotton. It's still worth a decent amount of money. Yup. Here you go, and also the tobacco. Done. And we can head back to Europe. So, sail back to Europe. There's the new colonist. Now we can assign 2 colonists to the college. Here, okay. So that will take 7 turns. Doesn't really change much. How many crosses do we need for another immigrant from Europe? 91. Okay. And there is a lumberjack in there which we might get. Let's graduate one of them and the other one can stay in the church. Yep. And then we can switch them around. Sounds good. So, another colonist. That guy was the pioneer. Do we have enough space for the tools? Yes, we do. Because that's 50 tools on him, which means we'll have 136. And what is he going to do? Which guy was that anyway? This guy, right? Yep, pretty sure that's the guy. Let's send him to the schoolhouse. Yep, sure, works for me. Or we can get some Liberty Bells, because I haven't been working on that too much. Or we can just make more tools, because I'll need that as well. Yeah, tools are required for so many things. Out of lumber, okay? We'll take care of that. That's the one. Okay, sure. You can go get the lumber then. Off you go. That guy is an expert tobacco planter, but we're not working on that right now. We should work on cigars. I could really use a specialist for cigars, because that would be worth so much money. But alas, I haven't had a chance to get one yet. Maybe we will at some point. And yes, I can see that the storage is full. I could build a wagon train anyway, to move some goods. That might actually not be a bad idea. Every single town I got is coastal, but a wagon train might still be useful regardless. Right, that's the Pioneer. We probably want to keep improving things. Like maybe this style? Or one of these? Yeah, one of these. I'm sure we can get something useful there. Like a lodge. That's +1 lumber, +1 fur. Yeah, okay. Works for me. That's also 20 gold, but 20 gold doesn't really matter too much. Storage capacity, yeah. And storage capacity, I'm aware of all of that. This is a lot of warehouses under construction. The printing press is almost done, I'll just need the tools. Which we will be getting, don't worry. Wagon train. It's only 4 turns to build one, maybe we should just build one. Okay, let's just build one anyway. And we could build one here as well. Fine. And there's another new colonist. Okay then. Well, I could send him to the natives to get an expert fisherman. This town does not have an expert fisherman, and we do have a crab. So let's send him here to learn expert fisherman. And he wants 420 gold. Okay, fine. Greedy bastard. That ship is still going in Europe. And printing press, yes, I'm aware, thanks. Are we in Europe yet? No, we're not. Okay. And we converted another native, nice. So, choose a specialty. Expert lumberjack, expert fisherman. I think I'll actually take a lumberjack. Because, again, my other towns could really use a lumberjack. And 161 is pretty cheap. And I suppose we could just send him, like, on foot. Or wait for the ship. The ship is on its way automatically. I don't need him in here. Fort Nassau, perhaps? Yeah, we could use him in Fort Nassau. Fort Nassau cannot get its own tools. Which town? Oh, this town can get its own tools. And the lumber. We got 2 tiles with ore in here, so let's just send him here on foot. Sounds good. This will actually be a pretty good town, right there. Here's yet another colonist. I could send him to another town, or I could keep him here. Let's keep him here. I want to live among the natives. So there you go, there's the converted native. Let me check that guy who joined the settlement. Right, what are we building right now? The church. Let's speed that up a little bit. I think we need lumber. There you go. I could still use more lumberjacks, so if we get one from Europe, that's fine. Where's that ship? I don't know, it should be arriving in Europe pretty soon. And we got the wagon train. I don't remember how exactly that worked, I guess we'll find out. What do we want to build in here? We just finished, or sort of finished, the printing press, I just need tools for that. So... what else? No need to upgrade the blacksmith, because that's not going to be very useful. I could expand the armory, I suppose, but again, that requires tools. I could also expand the fur trader's house. We got 2 tiles with fur. Well, at least one, because this one will probably be generating lumber most of the time. What are the options? Do not really need warehouse expansion in here. We could always build the cathedral, I mean, that's an option. It doesn't even take that long to build the cathedral, maybe we should do that. Yeah, let's build the cathedral. Having at least one will be helpful. Yup. Okay. And there's a dock. Stockade. Again, we need a stockade everywhere. Automated trade. Trade between 2 cities can be automated by using a transport. To set up a trade, first click on the Governor tab in the settlement screen and assign an import in one settlement and export in another. Now select a transport unit, click on the Assign Trade Routes and place a check mark. Okay, that sounds a bit confusing. Let me check that real quick. Governor tab? Map, build, okay, Governor. Right here. Imports, exports. So what do we want to move and how? This town could really use tools, so... I could get tools from New Amsterdam, but that's a little bit far away. It would probably be better to get tools from here. We don't have any just yet, but we will. I can also send him elsewhere. Well, what if we move tools... Wait, what's happening here? Who died in combat? What? What are you talking about? That's not about us, is it? No, it's not. I mean, we are not at war with anyone, so that is definitely not about us. I'm just going to keep that wagon train for now. It will be useful at some point. There's a converted native. I think I'll send him to one of the other towns. To the west. They could certainly use more population, like this one could use way more population. Just send him there. Okay. Where the heck? Oh yeah, there's the ship. In one turn. Took him long enough. I have no idea which way it went. I should have moved it manually, probably. There's the warehouse again. Don't really need a dock in here, but we don't have a stockade. Sell all of that. There, that's nice. Almost 2,000. Do we buy the lumberjack? It's only 167 gold. I'm going to buy him. There. We can still use a lumberjack in other towns. Do we buy tools? Honestly, I think I will. They are not exactly expensive. And it will speed things up significantly. Let's buy 100 tools. Master Gunsmith. Okay, we could definitely use a gunsmith. I think I might buy that guy. Do we not have a gunsmith somewhere? I thought we had a gunsmith somewhere. Is there like a screen with all the professions you have? I thought there was one. Citizens. I don't think we can sort them like by professions or so. I don't think there's a screen for that. I might be mistaken. Like we can see citizens, but it would be... Oh yeah, there it is. I knew there is one. So do we have a gunsmith? I thought we maybe had one. No, we do not. Wait, hold on. This is what they are assigned to, not their actual profession. Yeah, this screen lies. It's not showing what I thought it's showing. Okay. Yeah, I don't think you can actually see all your citizens sorted by profession. You can see what they are assigned to, and you can see like a list per town. So what I want is a gunsmith. I thought I had a gunsmith, but maybe I'm mistaken. Doesn't look like it. No. He's kind of, sort of recognizable. Let's buy the one from Europe then. I mean, if we get 2 gunsmiths, that's not a big loss. We can definitely put them to good use. Alright, we're getting that guy. He's a little bit expensive, but whatever, it's worth it. And we already have an armory, so hey, we could start working on guns right away. And I might just use the tools for that, honestly. Yeah, that is not a bad idea. We'll need guns. Because we'll need more than just one soldier, obviously. However, that's going to be the end of this episode, so thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, or a dislike if you didn't, and subscribe for more daily videos. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.